applications as well. The common thing between both the products is they are summer dependent with a huge seasonality factor. And it is unitary in nature compared with other portfolios of Blue Star, which is central air conditioning or commercial air conditioning. So these products by and large are plug and play products like room air conditioners, except that it is used predominantly by business establishments. This particular product category cuts across various applications. It can be an ice cream, it can be a fruit, it can be a vegetable, it can be a meat, it can be poultry, it can be flowers. It can be even silk, so it cuts across various applications what you can think of. It is about preservation and life extension, so it provides huge economic value in terms of wastage reduction and in terms of making it available outside the season. Like an apple is available these days throughout the year. Mangoes are available for a larger part. In fact, it can be even made available throughout the year. So that is the power of this technology. We have been having these solutions for many decades, more than 5 decades, and out of the existence of 8 decades of Blue Star. In fact, Blue Star also commenced its business with an ice candy machine or reconditioning of refrigerators. So it is close to our heart. So some of you might have seen this. I have to play again the AV pertaining to the 80 years of Blue Star, which we just completed. interesting business for Blue Star, very interesting one for the country as well, since it touches every one of us and connects every segment in the industry. You have seen this in FY23. We crossed close to $1 billion USD. We don't know the results. I'm not permitted to disclose. May 2nd is the board meeting. You've seen we have been growing at the rate of anywhere between 15 to 20% every year. There are 7 manufacturing facilities which I will show you, and this particular product is manufactured in Wada, and this is the entire range in Wada or in Ahmedabad. There are 2 facilities for that. We run close to around 80% of our installed capacity. By 2027, we may need one more, which may happen in Sri City or somewhere in the north. Nothing has been decided about that, though you might have seen some articles stating that Blue Star will look at one more manufacturing unit for commercial refrigeration. The real status is, everyone knows that by 2027 we need a factory. By 2026 we should get ready, and nothing has been decided. That's a fact. And this business is largely B2B, like whether it is Mother Dairy or Amul or Vadilal, Havmor, they all buy directly. So are many agricultural industry players, or the horticultural players, or pharmaceutical industry, or vaccines, or commercial kitchens such as Pizza Hut. And there are products that are sold through dealers as well. So to that extent, the channel partners are not relevant in this business. And we have more than 2,000 service centers and in 900 towns. This particular product service is important. The important thing being, it is 24/7 the machines operate, and it can never be switched off unless until there is a problem. And if there is a failure, the products can get spoiled and you will lose money. So the systems are designed in such a manner that even if the power is not there or the equipment failed, there is a holding time, like in a deep freezer ice cream can remain intact for even close to 8 hours of time, and in extreme summer conditions. That's how the products are designed. Or if there is a service requirement, it gets shifted. Let's say in a highway, a Pizza Hut restaurant is there where cheese or other perishables are kept inside. If there is a failure, it will hold on to the same temperature conditions and preserve for some time. And if service is going to take time, a mobile refrigerated van goes there and the goods are shifted there, because there is a revenue loss to the owner. So here the service is very important. That is another peculiar nature of this product. Because it is 24/7 and stores a lot of material inside, which can even be coming without pre-cooling. It can be at room in a bottle cooler. Actually, it will be a hot bottle which will be put inside. It consumes energy, therefore energy efficiency is important. Energy label program has come into these product categories as well. And also use of electronics, and therefore it is also a e-waste related product. That is another commonality. And then we do have the regulations pertaining to refrigerants also here, whether it is ozone depleting or global warming. And the other peculiar nature for this product is how safe it is in terms of food related safety standards, because it is stored inside a cold store or a deep freezer it has to be taken out and consumed. So there are safety standards and the hygiene standards that are applicable for these categories. This product, I told you, this product range is manufactured in Wada and Ahmedabad at present. So right from inception, we have been there connected with refrigeration, some part or other. So we started with water coolers. In fact, the company started with refrigerator reconditioning and ice candy machines. Then water coolers in 43 to 57. 95 to 2001 was a journey for cold room and refrigeration units, which used to be those days entering into a collaboration and bring to the country such solutions, and set up manufacturing plants for deep freezers, that is between 2003 and 2012 for large capacity 400 liter or 500 liter deep freezers. In 2015, we had to set up a factory for modular cold rooms with technology called cyclopentane. It is to do with the blowing agents which are environmentally friendly under bilateral agreements. And we were the first one to set up that in India in 2015. 2021 to 23 with the Make in India program. Quite a bit of these products. Here, the products are fragmented. It can be a water cooler, it can be a bottle cooler, it can be a deep freezer, again in deep freezer. It is hot top, glass top, curve, display, islands, different kinds. Then, depending on the application, cold storage is changed. Fruit is different from vegetable. Within vegetables, different vegetables are stored in different conditions. Like you cannot keep a potato in a onion cold storage, or an apple in a potato cold storage, or flowers in a vegetable cold storage, or a meat in a poultry related cold storage. Each one are different temperature and humidity conditions. And again, freezing of food is different from frozen food storage. And whatever you consume as a frozen food, it undergoes a different process altogether to get preserved. Freezing by itself is a different science altogether. In agricultural, horticultural products, it is to do with how it is harvested, how it is sorted, and what are the preconditions which you will administer before you bring it to a cold store. Say for example, in banana ripening, there is a perfect timing at which it has to be taken out of the tree and sorted, graded, and then brought into a ripening chamber. So there are multiple aspects to be looked into in order to deliver the product at the right conditions. Then there is an aspect of what is the moisture content there, and the texture, and how it will taste. So the price of a commodity again is dependent on that. The producer may not want to, or a seller may not want to lose money because the weight is lost. So the science of frozen food, science of life extension, and providing that right taste without losing nutritional value, that is what we master. Every commodity, and including products such as vaccines, including perhaps the blood or plasma connected with healthcare. That is the strength of Blue Star. And in 2021 to 23, in that huge fragmented one, whichever one has gained momentum, which we can manufacture domestic, in the domestic market, we started investing. That has been the total journey of Blue Star. So there is a wide range. Only limited items can be displayed here, so you can have a look at it at the end of the presentation. But now I would request Srini to take you through the specific features of certain product categories. Post that we can answer any of the questions. But before that, I must also tell you that this is again air conditioners. We said that it's a golden period, the market is growing, and here again even more exponential growth we are witnessing because India's base is smaller. And the growth is driven by consumption of ice cream to begin with. The ice cream consumption in India is negligible per capita, that is growing rapidly. Second is consumption of processed food, like ready to fry, so on and so forth. We are witnessing that segment growing. Kitchen or commercial kitchen, I mean, those are growing. The restaurants, whether it is fast food or otherwise, they are beginning to procure the right quality of fruits and vegetables, begin to show that is growing. You are witnessing the retail stores getting modernized, and even a kirana store is now equipping themselves with a deep freezer or a freezer for selling processed food. Food delivery chains are major segments, come the cloud kitchens and food delivery operators. They have to store, that is another segment which is growing. Pharma industry is doing well with the population economic growth, that is another segment which is. So if you look at any sector, including, as I mentioned a little earlier, even it can be a silkworm silk, that is also stored at a particular temperature, humidity conditions. Lastly, the processed food checks the inflation of food. That 1 year tomato production could be high, or a potato production can be high, or onion production can be high, the price will come down. Another year, the production may be impacted, the price will shoot up. But in order to even out these fluctuations in the prices, there are large cold chains which come up at the farm end, procuring when the price is lower. As you can imagine, when apple is harvested in August, the price will be the lowest. So there are players who invest in large cold chains which are controlled atmosphere solutions which are available. Then that apple is available throughout the year. So if you look at it, apple price will start going up from August slowly, but it will be available still cheaper than those days we have seen New Zealand apple or California apples coming to the country. So it is that part, fruit and vegetables at the farm end, at the harvesting, like Bulandshahr is a place where carrot procurement and storage happens for a longer period of time, and mushrooms or baby corns, or the exporters of products like such as pomegranate or mangoes, these are driving the growth. Again, this particular product is beginning to become huge momentum. That's why all of us are rushing to expand our manufacturing capability, at the same time ensuring that energy efficiency norms are met, because the grid has to feed that. With that, Srini will make a presentation on the product range briefly, then we will answer it.
As Mr. Tyagarajan put it, the commercial refrigeration is the need of the country today. You are aware that the country is bountiful in the resources, and as a country we are driven by agriculture economy. In fact, we are the largest grower of fruits and vegetables. We are also largest grower of milk in the world. We are also second largest growth in meat products as well. So, being a leader in most of these growth categories, can India become a food basket to the world is a question that always asked. The answer is yes and no. Yes, because we have plenty, and no, because the lot of what is getting produced in the country is getting wasted across the value chain. The estimates are about 30 to 35%, which translates it into billions of dollars. So the solution lies in having a refrigeration solutions at every point of a value chain so that the rest is waste contained. Even if we're able to contain about 10% of the wastage across the value chain, it means a lot to the GDP as well as the natural resources. So in India, if you look at it, the commercial refrigeration penetration is about roughly 5% as compared to developed countries about close to 55 to 65%. So that's the growth opportunity that India is looking at for this business. So in Blue Star commercial refrigeration range, we have every product and solution which touches every walk of life. So we claim that we have every product to suit diverse needs of our customers, cutting across the various consumption segments, whether it is the dairy, ice cream, processed foods, horticulture, floriculture, sericulture, many of those products, hospitality segment and all of that. So one of the flagship products that we have is the deep freezers. I'll take you through the deep freezer range why we are meeting today. Commercial refrigeration solution is just not about the product solution, and it's just not about selling a product to the market. What requires to be offered to the market is the domain deep expertise. So Blue Star commands that respect in the market with its deep domain knowledge about the products and solutions that we offer to the market. Perhaps the reason why we become the leader in most of the categories that we are addressing today. We being an Indian company, we've been able to set up the industry benchmarks for the last 10 to 20 years roughly. Mr. Thiagarajan has announced that we have set up an ultra-modern world-class manufacturing facility at Vada, which is now fully operational to manufacture 60 to 600 liters of deep freezers. Why deep freezer is in focus is this category used to be highly China dependent until 3 years ago. Roughly about 70% of the finished goods that are sold in the country used to be imported from China. But thanks to Make in India, Blue Star took that first step to set up the manufacturing unit to expand the capacity of deep freezers. Today we are meeting here to announce the launch of 60 liters to 200 liters of deep freezers, which are produced at our ultra-modern factory in Vada, and which are also energy rated as per the energy labeling standards. So some of these products are displayed here for you to see. So as Mr. Thiagarajan said, we cut across the various operating segments, consumption segments typically. These segments start from dairy up to HoReCa and processed foods. So our product categories are generally bucketed into four, five major drivers. One of the drivers that we have is about merchandising categories. So this category is a flagship category for Blue Star. This is basically the last mile product that is deployed at either a convenience store or supermarket or food outlets in many places. We have a wide range of products starting from 60 to 600 liters as I mentioned. And this is 100% fully indigenized category. As I mentioned, 70% of finished goods used to be imported dependent earlier. Now that import dependency has come down to less than 5%. These products are BIS certified as well as QCO certified. One of the proud moments that we have today, we would like to announce is that we have received India Design Mark Award for this category. India Design Mark Award is bestowed by India Design Council, which is generally offered to consumer durables, essentially refrigerators, washing machines, micro ovens, so on and so forth categories, basic appliances. But first time Blue Star has won this India Design Mark Award for a commercial refrigeration product called deep freezers. So this is a testimony for an Indian company which has invested heavily in R&D in building these products and solutions in the market. As I mentioned, the capacities range. Of course, these are differentiated from the way whether we have a single door, multi-door, whether we have hard door and glass door. So I will not get into the technicalities of the product, but this is a last mile product which is deployed at the convenience stores. One of the important features of this product is designed for Indian conditions to operate at 47 plus degrees centigrade and highly tropicalized to operate for the Indian conditions. And we have a new technology we deployed in this product called water cool technology, wherein the product entire cooling happens for the four sides of the product, which we can explain taking into the product what is displayed here. Being an Indian company, we invested heavily in R&D capabilities to be able to develop product just not for Indian market, even for the global markets as well. One of the innovations that we had offered to the Indian market is usually this is a commercial product which comes in a white color, but we've been able to develop deep freezers, though they are a commercial product in multicolors, to be offered to various OEM brands. For example, we work with various ice cream brands in the country. So there has been a bit of customization that we have done for each of the ice cream brands that are operating in the country. So we have developed those capabilities to offer a differentiated product for each customer. We've also launched a new range of customized baskets. You know, usually deep freezers, when the product is stored, you need baskets to store the products. So we have launched highly customized baskets for each requirement in the country. See, the idea is to reduce the wastage. Idea is to enhance the storage. Idea is to offer energy efficiency for the operating category. Another important product category in our table is Visi-Coolers. Visi-Coolers are essentially the vertically deployed machines with a glass door placed on the freezers. And these are the ones often do the same function as the deep freezers, but that it saves on the space when it is vertically stored. We have capacities ranging from 50 to 1500 liters, and all of them are tropicalized to offer Indian conditions. Recently we have launched a new product called Visi Freezer, which indeed does the same function of a horizontal deep freezer, but it is vertically placed. We also we've been enhancing our product portfolio with introduction of new products to cater to specific niche customer segments. This is the new product that we have launched from our table called Chocolate Cooler, of course. But this is mainly deployed for chocolates, but this can also be called as a countertop cooler, which can be placed on a counter shop of any convenience store. In India, if you look at it, roughly 2 to 3% of the space is occupied with the perishable retailing. You go to any convenience store, any food retailing outlet. So this helps the convenience store person to make more money by offering value-added products to the market, thereby enhancing its revenue and the profitability. We have entire range of products in the supermarket category. You know, India, though multi-brand in supermarket is not allowed at the moment, but we have a lot of homegrown retail chains which are operating in the country. We've been able to work with most of these retail chains to offer the supermarket refrigeration. So technically the products are called multi-decks, pastry cabinets, islands, many of those products that the names are technically different, but when you walk into a superstore, you see all these kind of products, and those are as developed products for this range as well. Water dispensing solutions is another flagship category. In fact, we had the pioneering effort in the water cooler category. Water coolers are meant to dispense water both in the cold, normal and warm. I will not get into the technicalities of this product, but these products are usually deployed in malls where there is a huge consumption of water happens. Schools, manufacturing places, many places, but even religious places also these products are deployed for consumption of water. You know, today out of the home consumption is substantially growing because our travel is growing, our consumption is growing. And today we all used to what is called the food delivery lifestyle. You know, earlier the cooking used to be about 7 days a week. Now cooking is almost reduced to 5 days a week. And of course, within 5 days, only one-time cooking is done if you go to many of those even Tier 4, Tier 5 cities is concerned. So we are all used to now the delivery at home. So that has given rise to a lot of dark kitchens, cloud kitchens, and kitchens in the backyard. All these kitchens require great deal of refrigeration to be placed inside. The application of this entire kitchen refrigeration range is similar to your refrigerator in a house, but various forms. So technically these products are called reach-in refrigerators, coolers, salad ice cream machines, under-counters and back bar, many of those categories. So this is an important portfolio in Blue Star's offerings of commercial refrigeration solutions. To varied applications of commercial kitchens as well. Of course, I will not get into technicalities of this, but this is another variant that we have launched. So Minibar caters to the smaller requirements of customers. This is one product that we have launched. For example, if hostel is having about 40-50 rooms, I mean, there is no need for a refrigerator to be given to each and every room. This is basically a small, I would call it a cooler, which can be placed in each of the hostels, PG rooms, etc. Again, doing the similar function of a refrigerator. Healthcare portfolio, refrigeration portfolio is one of the important portfolios in our entire solution basket. Healthcare refrigeration is completely different from the refrigeration that I had shown you in the previous slides. Healthcare refrigeration needs the precision maintenance of a temperature, whether it is a 2 to 8 degrees for the storage of the vaccines, or whether it is a testing kits which market used during COVID time, which requires a temperature of about -86. So we have products to cater to every temperature need. And these products are, as I said, essentially different in terms of maintaining the precision temperature, which means if a product is designed for 2 to 8, it has to be maintained between 2 to 8. If a temperature goes beyond either below 2 or above 8, there is a lot of safety alarms which are built into that, which give you alerts to the user so that the correction can be taken up. So as I said, to be able to help India build its capability or its competence in becoming a food basket to the world, the cold room solutions are wrapped to be deployed into various segments. So cold room solutions are essentially different in that they offer a lot of size. Like we can build cold rooms starting from 6 feet by 6 feet by 7 feet to 60 meters by 60 meters by 40 meters height itself. These are large in size, deployed at like a lot of warehouses and logistics places, or even the farm gate as well. While not getting into the technicalities of the refrigeration solutions, so we have solutions for every need. I must share with you that recently we've been able to develop cold room solutions for storage and growth of saffron as well. You know, saffron is grown in the cold climates, right? So we've been able to offer cold chain solution recently for the saffron growth chambers as well. We've tested and made this whole business model viable in few customers in Orissa. So company has been investing in the back end and domain expertise to be able to develop solutions to arrest wastage and bring out business models connected with the fruits and vegetables and the floriculture as well. So connecting to the refrigeration system monitoring and the prognostic diagnosis is very important in the refrigeration systems, because service is most important in this entire range. So we developed IoT system, Internet of Things system, which can be connected to our refrigeration products and solutions, which will help you track wherever you are the performance of the machine and take corrective actions as required. This is basically a digital aspect of the solutions for the cold rooms. So as Mr. Thiagarajan mentioned, selling a product is just not enough here. This is highly customer service centric product and solution, because if the system is down by about even 4 to 5 hours, the business that is invested by the users is lost completely. So thereby we invested in building this customer service infrastructure over the years. Today we are the only Indian company, or rather only company in India, which offers reefer trucks as a standby for the customers in case is there a need if you're not able to do the service within 4 to 5 hours time. So company continues to build capabilities in delivering the service required, for 24/7 service required for the customers. So taking you through some of our loyal customer base, I would have to read out the names, but you can see in dairy and ice cream, you name the company, a brand that we work with. So majority of the brands that we work with. In the retail, even the large player to the local and hyper-local players are all that we work with our supermarket range of solutions. Food industry, I mean, there are a lot of names that we work with. In fact, we are the preferred refrigeration partner for many of those multinational QSRs that are operating in the country, including the local food outlets have.
The product category is growing, competition will come. So today, the total market all put together will be in the order of around 4,500 crores to 5,000 crores. That's all, despite so much of applications. Within 3 years, it will cross 10,000 crores. And obviously, more players will come in. And Western used to be an Indian company. Hoshishaki is a Japanese player who bought over that company. Okay. Carrier used to be there, and that was bought by Haier. So that is other company. Voltas has been a player for many years in some parts, that the deep freezers. We are the only player having a comprehensive solution. We know that as the market grows, there will be specialty players in some category. There will be players addressing 2 or 3 segments. It is possible. But you have to compete. The market is growing, competition is unavoidable.
See,
Here, because it is connected with the production center in case of horticultural produce, and obviously those are not in big cities. Ice cream growth, if you look at it, it is growing in smaller markets. Therefore, it will be also smaller capacities in Ramnagar, Muzaffarpur. All will be not 500 liter. Those retailers do not have space. Even if it has it, it won't get consumed. So fresh produce has to come smaller size. In this business, it will be. And then in a cold store, like for Delhi, Amul ice cream, it will not be stored in the center of Delhi, right? It will be outskirts of there. On a daily basis, it will come because of the real estate cost. And therefore, you can say in this business, more than 70% will be tier 3, 4, 5. Depends. There are customers who will have 100% only from Blue Star. There are plenty of them. There will be companies who divide between 2 parties. It depends on their policy. Like they will not because of their own risk management, right? Like Blue Star manufactures our own. Let us say a steel vendor, fan vendor. We will never stay with one vendor because if something happens to me, what happens? So more than 50% of our customers will be having 100% with Blue Star, and there are customers who will have 80-20% coming from. There are customers who pass a policy 50-50. There are customers who prefer somebody else. We are only 20%. Like there are multinational companies which may have a global alignment. For example, I should not put it like Unilever, quality ice cream. They may have across Asia Pacific some brand they are using, and or they are directly procuring. My share may be limited. All kinds are there. But on the whole, in commercial refrigeration, we will be leaders. No problem. That we will be 35% market share. They do have ice cream consumption. They will buy the deep freezer. There are non-vegetarian eaters, so like it is not uncommon. Like we have found, our team will know around the Bagri time, the deep freezer sale will go up because they exchange meats, right? And they don't waste that meat. They give meat, they receive meat. So normally a Bagri month will be a huge month for sale of deep freezers. So you will find today in retail outlets of air conditioners, even smaller deep freezers like 75 liter, 100 liter is sold. And if you go to Amazon or Flipkart, again you will find that is being sold. May not be in cities like smaller towns. Traditional families have huge space, they will have that. More so when the young generation wants to consume. Today, you do have ready to fry French fries are available, ready to fry samosas are available. So that brings business to us in the retail shop itself, because when they have to sell, they have to store it in that. When people buy and order at home, they keep this. So it becomes the lifestyle is changing. See, the important thing is over the past 5 years, it has dramatically changed that the perception that fresh food is healthy, frozen food is bad, which is not so. Like you can take frozen peas, it is as healthy as the fresh peas. Of course, it is subject to how that has been handled. And India has got a system now, and there are you are reading in the newspaper, televisions, controversies about how much sugar is added where, and whether it can be called a health drink, and what is the sugar added in India versus somewhere else. So there are monitoring agencies. So in this business, We specifically look at it that our part of the handling, we have done well like that. So residences begin to use very small percentage, because your refrigerator can have a freezer to store. And there are convertible refrigerators who you can make it this 2/3, that 1/3, that is also possible today. But we do have interest in residential freezers also.